And I feel like Liverpool's thing of like finding a way is really powerful. I hope and I think that it will eventually dry out a bit. It has to. Over 38 games, you can't sustain that fucking level of like chaos.
People get carried away with the elation and the story, and when it's like,
story.
But then when you look at over a 38 game season, you're not going to be able to continue that. So yeah, I think Liverpool need to. It makes me very confident as an Arsenal fan because Liverpool need to fix their defensive fragilities, because if they don't, they're not going to win the league, and that is just a fact. They're just not as good as Alisson is and Van Dijk is. It's just It's been shocking so far. I mean, they've conceded 4 goals so far in the opening 2 games, and like it's and 2 at Anfield as well. And I'm just like, nah, I don't know.
Well,
2 at Anfield,
in fairness,
2 at Anfield against Bournemouth and 2 against 10 men.
In fairness, against 2 teams that I think will be pretty good. I still think Newcastle are good and they look really good, and I think Bournemouth will also be good this season. So.
And let's just touch on Isak, right? I'm sick of talking about this, to be honest.
I don't give a shit. Do we have to talk about it? What do you want to talk about?
I hope the only thing I will say is I hope he stays at Newcastle, because I think it teaches other players or the Mardy players a lesson that they think they're God's gift and they just guaranteed a move. Like, why don't you look at Eze, right? He just bide his time. If he thought, if I don't move to Arsenal ever, then it is what it is. It's not meant to be. And then he got the move, and it was so. It was fantastic for both parties. Both parties, Crystal Palace got over nearly £70 million. He won an FA Cup for them, and then he left on good terms, and then he got his dream move. Would it have killed Isak to wait another year?
No.
He was being a Mardy impatient baby.